Old school with a new flow. The ladies they call me Chulo. Still a dog.
Oh man, but going back to boxing, undisputed.
Canelo. King Canelo.
King Canelo, man. How did you like this fight? Because I caught its and bits. Because the Hooters and Irving only had the UFC fight and not the Canelo fight. I was like, no!
Wait, I want to talk about something before the Fury fight. Just a few more things.
Yeah.
So, I didn't know this. I didn't know if Hooters didn't show the fights or Buffalo Wild Wings. So, we were in Dallas for some reason. And we visited like 3 Hooters or Buffalo Wild Wings. None of them had the fight. So, we watched the fight through a TikTok live stream. Like, I just pointed the camera. It was so bad.
What was this, the Fury fight?
Yeah, that was a Fury fight.
Wow. I had a rocky start, too, because I was on 7th Street. And all the bars were playing, but a 20-year-old don't belong on 7th Street because they ain't gonna let him in.
I tried to go. Well, I couldn't go to some bars. I assumed I couldn't go to the bars. So I was like, you just hear the fight going on, and I'm like, come on, just let me in. I just want to watch the fight.
Some of the TVs are all outside, so you get like an angle or part of a TV, and you're like, bro,
just let me watch the fight.
Just let me watch. Like, why do y'all gotta deny access? Draw an X on my hand. Do something, right? And then where did you watch the Canelo fight?
Oh, on my house. Bought the pay-per-view.
Ooh. Cha-ching.
$75.
Yes, $75. And I think UFC was around the same price as well. So
was
imagine.
It?
I looked it up when I was here because I thought, oh, crap, what if I have to watch it here at the house? And then I thought, I saw the price and $80. So imagine someone who bought both fights. That's a $160 event right there just for the fights itself.
And they were happening around the same time. Do you see the? Well, we'll talk about it a bit later. I was about Dana White. Is that the name of the?
Which one?
Owner of the.
Dana White.
Dana White.
Oh, Dana White was watching.
Yeah, he was watching the Canelo fight
when he was cage side at the UFC. He was watching Canelo and also watching one of the fights going on. That's hilarious, man.
And they were asking, "Oh, why were you watching the fight?" And he was like, "I had $100,000 bet on Canelo knocking out."
He did. Dana White's always betting big, man. He's a massive gambler.
He was probably nervous by the 11th round because the fight was about to end. It's like Canelo was still.
Oh right, damn. And then, what did you think of this fight? Since you watched it fully, you had full confidence in Canelo, but was there anything that surprised you about Caleb Plant?
Billy Joe Saunders was harder. I think that was my prediction last podcast. Yeah. Billy Joe Saunders
was a harder opponent.
Yeah, and I was right. There was no good punch connected with Caleb Plant. A few good jabs, but jabs won't really knock you out.
Mm-hmm. And that was the conflict of interest because we were there at the Hooters watching the UFC, and we're all over here thinking, okay, they're singing the national anthems or however many national anthems they have, I'm talking shit because one event they had like 4 or 3. This one they had like 2 because Mexico and United States. But we're over here thinking, okay, Canelo's going to outbox Caleb Plant. We know that, or we're predicting that. How can we get back home in time? And we started thinking, well, it'd be better off probably here because 1, they're already going in, and then 2, what if Canelo slept him?
Exactly.
We're on the road and he sleeps him. Then what was the point of leaving? And then we lost out on watching the other thing. But I gotta ask you this one: when you were recording the post-fight interview from Canelo, why'd you cut it off when he said "Viva Mexico"?
Because my dad yelled at like a few seconds later. Yeah.
Oh, that's hilarious, dude.
Man. How do you notice that? I thought no one would notice. I was like, oh, I hope no one notices it.
Because I knew Canelo was gonna say "Viva Mexico, cabrón."
I was expecting that too. That was
like when his name is slipping me. The first Mexican UFC champion. When he won, I fucking screamed out loud, top of my lungs, in the middle of Luna, "Viva Mexico, cabrones!" And everybody just looked at me like, okay.
You do you.
Okay, you do you. This is gonna bother me. I have to figure it out. But when I knew he was gonna say that, I was just waiting for that part to come up because I didn't see the interview. I didn't see it. Yeah, your story was the first time I saw it, and then when I saw, I was like, I just started laughing because it just cut off at cop.
No, he did say the full word.
Yeah.
But barely. It's because my dad yelled like, hell yeah, well, in Spanish, obviously. And my dad was kind of drunk during the fight, watching the fight.
Oh, my God.
So
I mean,
funny.
who wasn't drunk when... Well, I mean, I wasn't, because I didn't get to watch it fully. Brandon Moreno, that's his name. When Brandon Moreno became the UFC flyweight champion, first Mexican-born champion, I was like, Viva Mexico, cabrones!
Wait, give me a second. I'm going to see this. Oh, you know what? I know him.
Yeah,
I know him. I have seen TikToks of him.
And it sucks.
Then he say, one day I'm going to be...
Yeah, he's like, maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow.
Yeah, I saw that's in Austin.
But one day, I'm going to be champion.
Yeah.
And the first fight was amazing. The first fight between him and Figueiredo was crazy. They were... It was back when the UFC was still in quarantine, so you can hear all of the blows and whoa. This was on the same card as McGregor-Poirier 2. So we already had this monster of a fight before Poirier went and knocked out Conor. So, and then the second fight, it ended with Moreno putting Figueiredo in a choke and boom, right there. And then they were supposed to be on either UFC 268 or the next card 269, but they're pushing it back until January for the third fight. So I don't know. I'm ready for it. And then going back to Canelo, what do you think is next for Canelo besides his break? Because you've told me that he's earned his break.
Yeah, he's done almost everything he could do in the sport.
Yeah, he's
except
earned it.
Mayweather.
Except beat. That's
sorry. I just had to bring that up.
That's the one blemish on his record.
Well, because he was young. He was
young, yeah.
He was 23, and then Mayweather keeps saying, "Oh, Canelo was at his prime." No, he was not even close.
Canelo was on another level.
Oh, yeah. And then he's battling 168 now. He's been at 155, and then he deserves his break.
He deserves his break. And I was going through because I saw a post, and it's true. He won for the middleweight titles. He won the WBA and then the Ring Magazine title, and then by beating Callum Smith, and that was in 2020 of December. Then he beat Billy Joe Saunders. Then he beat Caleb Plant. In less than a year, he was able to conquer the whole middleweight division.
It started in December. Wait, no, that was another fight. Wait, did it start in December?
Yeah, for middleweight, it was Callum Smith. It was December 19, 2020.
Yes, because I remember I was in Mexico for that one.
Oh, and I'm pretty sure same hype, right? You just started going for the middleweight division. And that was after, I forget that he is also the WBO light heavyweight champion as well because of Sergey Kovalev. And, oh my God. The list just goes on. Like, hold on, reaction scene right now. We're gonna use the reaction scene for once. Like,
what's the reaction scene?
The reaction scene is when our cameras go to one side and we get a full screen of the computer. I mean, look at this. This is on Wikipedia. Win. Draw with Triple G.
Triple G, and that's Triple G.
That's Triple G, man. Come on. And then he won in the rematch. Like, come on. Win. Loss. Floyd Mayweather Jr. That's the only thing that was on Canelo's record.
Oh,
like
the knockout was pretty funny too.
The knockout for Caleb Plant?
Yeah. Did you see Canelo straight up run for him?
Yes.
And that was
he charged him.
Yeah, he was.
And then he stumbled, got up again. Bam!
And then the referee's like, "You want to keep fighting?" And he was like, "Yeah." And then Canelo just straight up keeps running towards him.
Did you hear about the conversation that they had in round
9?
nine?
Oh yeah, I did see that. I saw that like literally just yesterday.
Yeah.
And they're like, "Am I a pretty good fighter?" He's like, "Yeah." And he's like, "I respect your skills." I know. Because I know you respect my skills.
Is it good? Good enough for 21-1? And Canelo was like,
did he? I didn't respond. I think he just didn't want.
Like, he was like, done talking. I'm going to fuck you up now.
2 rounds later.
2 rounds later. Bam.
Well, he did say he was going to knock him out before the 8th round, but... It's because he was... Caleb kept grabbing his arm when he was about to knock him out.
Ooh.
But so Canelo learned that. So when he was how do I word this? When he was about to do that, when he was about to grab his arm again, Canelo just straight up pushed him and just gave him a good hook.
A good hook. Dang, to push the distance a little bit between them. Oh, all right. I just knew Canelo was gonna outbox him, but the knockout. I wasn't expecting that. But then again,
It's Canelo.
It's Canelo. You can't close your eyes when it comes to Canelo. And you're right. He has earned his break. He is the super middleweight king. Woo!
I hope he goes to light heavyweight.
Light heavyweight. He's already there at light heavyweight. I don't know if he'll be able to take other titles.
Mike Tyson wasn't that tall when he conquered the heavyweight division.
Ooh, that is true.
It wasn't how tall is Mike Tyson? Like 5'11"?
I don't know. Let's see. Mike Tyson height. That's funny. But Mike Tyson, that's true, man. He was smaller, and he was able to fight against some of the greats, man. It's amazing. Let's see. 5'10".
Oh, beating Canelo by 2 inches. Well, they say Canelo's 5'9", but I think he's 5'8".
So he's about my height, your height. A
Yes.
little bit. Wow. And I thought it was going to be a repeat. It kind of was a repeat with Kovalev because it's a bigger dude. It's like Canelo cannot struggle when he's facing a bigger dude.
It's because he has so much experience. 60 fights. He's been tall opponents, short opponents, with different styles, orthodox.
Man. I think the hardest had to be Mayweather, and I think Mayweather was smaller than him.
It's because he didn't have enough experience.
Yeah.
I think Canelo's truly most tough opponent was Triple G.
Ooh, for sure. And